Okay, in this segment of IntellaCar, we're going to go over the functionality of IntellaCar and how you can use it on your iPad. So first you're going to notice guest information. You can click on that. It's going to open up a window to where you can put in the customer's name, information, what they're looking for, type of vehicle, and so on and so forth. In some cases, this will be connected to the CRM to where you can click Submit to CRM and it would push it to that CRM at that point. From there, you're going to notice guest priorities. This is used once you do the introduction with IntellaCar. You can show the customer, our guest priorities section, which is safety, comfort, convenience, styling, appearance, performance. So when I introduce this to a customer, I'll ask them, first, what's most important to you in looking at a new vehicle today? And then we'll set those guest priorities, whatever that would be. And then, of course, number two, what is second? And then once we do that, we click Done. And then click OK. And now what's going to happen is when you do a vehicle presentation and you go to the walk around or different areas, it's going to put in order what's important to that customer. So that's what the guest priority section is going to do. From here, appraisals. A lot of our dealers are connecting directly to vAuto, which in this case the salesperson can get his own sign-on, and then it would directly link them directly to that vAuto account. From there, vehicle presentation. As you can see, you can change the colors on the car, whatever is available for the customer at this point. You can hit this little button. This will make the photo go away, so you're in a different area. You can see more information, so on and so forth. So you can hit that button, and that'll bring that back up or back down, either from there. Vehicle photos. Once you click on that, you'll notice there's a internet icon here, wireless icon. You need internet to pull these photos up, because this is pulling directly from Evox. These are factory photos. So all this information, if the customer wants to see something specific, you can actually click on it and pull those right up, or visit each picture from there. Hit the back button, and that'll take you back to that information. From here, vehicle videos. We find these very important because a lot of customers, want this information, and you try to describe it to them sometimes, but it's much easier if you've got a video and you can share with them. So let's just look at Active Sync, or let's say My Ford Touch, for example. You can click on this video, and it'll play that information for the customer.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Brace, a user interface design engineer at Ford, and I'm inside the 2013 Escape to show you the upgraded My Ford Touch system. It's simpler,
click anywhere on the screen,
and easier to use,
and then hit the Done button, and that'll go back. So let's say, for example, customer says, that's really cool, I'd like to have some of those. So you can click on the Actions button here below, hit Email, and just click on the buttons on the ones that you want to send to the customer. Click on those and click Done. It puts it into a real nice professional email form, along with your data, your information on the bottom, that you can send directly to the customer. So it's very unique in how that works. And again, you're creating a unique experience for the customer, and their information and your information are both there. And if that goes viral, you get some additional traffic for your dealership and possibly yourself. Walk-arounds. I can show the customer from a body, exterior, safety, convenience, go over those features. I can touch on under the hood. I can go to the wheels and tires. I can go to interior. Whatever I want to do from there. So you can go different places throughout this whole process and show it to the customer. A lot of times under body, exterior, you'll see crash test results. You can hit that little blue icon, and it'll show, in this case, an overall rating, which is 4 stars, frontal crash 4 stars, side crash 5 stars, rollover 4 stars. So you can really see how the vehicle's rated and share that with customers as you're doing a walk around. Features, you can click again on comfort, styling, appearance, performance, whatever you want to do from there. Specs, same thing. You've got everything listed between mechanical, interior, exterior, everything that's right there on the car. Options, you can click on that button, and it's going to show any optional equipment. Just by hitting these little blue arrows, we'll open that up, and you can see the external information. Just click that button, it'll go down paint. So this will give you paint codes, the actual names on the different colors on the cars, and so on and so forth. So it's really unique the way this works. Now, one feature that's really unique for IntellaCar, and it's really cool, is your trim compare. And you can also use this when you're on a demo drive with a customer, and they might have a question about a certain car, and let's, for example, they say, hey Terry, you know, what's the difference between the SE and the SEL? Well, you can try to remember that or share that with the customer, and a lot of times here again, it's tough to remember everything. So you can hit those two buttons that fast, and the difference in money, about $2,500, and then you can see as you move this up, what's in blue is what the customer gets for the additional money. So it's very fast, and again, the information is valuable to the customer and to yourself. So again, you can click Actions, I can click Email, and it would put it into a really nice email form showing all the information. Again, remember, we set this priority, what was important to the customer. In this case was safety, comfort, convenience. So it's going to put all that information in order that they liked, and then put all the equipment in here, and again, what's in blue is what the customer gets. So it's very very neat, professional, and again, nobody in your area, you know, possibly has IntellaCar, so it's really unique. Reviews, you can click here. These are third party. You can click this button, move that up, hit read more, and you'll have all the reviews information that are here. These are third party. I will again check these before you share with a customer. In some cases, you know, the vehicle might have performed the way you would hoped it would show. So take a look at that. Inventory. You can view the inventory just by clicking the button. If there are pictures that you have taken from your dealership, you can click on it, and it'll actually pull up, in this case, the photo of the car that you've taken at your dealership. So it's really really nice the way this is all set up. I can push this back and go to inventory. Let's say I want to search the inventory and look for a specific car. I can hit that. I can hit Mustang, hit search, and if there's any in there, I'm in new cars, it would come up. I can actually pull this over, look at VIN number, stock number, everything that I want to see, you know, right on the car, and you've got everything right there at this point. So here's all your information. They can touch on it, view the car, whatever they want to do at this point. You'll notice there's a button comes up if I hit Garage. And what that's for is, let's say you're out on the lot and you've got the IntellaCar or the iPad with you, and a customer says, hey, I like this focus, I like this focus, and that focus. Well, you click Add to Garage, and let's say they like this one as well. We add that one to the garage, and they like this one as well out on the lot. Now when you come back into the showroom, you can hit Garage, and here's the three vehicles that the customer liked and all the information. So your stock numbers, everything, you don't have to worry about taking a pad and writing them down. You got everything, the VIN numbers, you got everything right there, that right at your fingertips. Again, hit Clear, and that will clear that information out. You can hit Back, and then you'll be back into the inventory at that point. Incentives. I'm on a Ford Focus, so it shows the incentives based on the factory information that's downloaded nightly on the system itself. So the start date in this case, when this particular program started, and then when it ends. If you want to know details on this program, you can click these little blue arrows, and it will open up the details to that program. Again, college grad program. And this is very unique because I've seen some dealers. I was in a dealership not long ago, and military applications. This customer qualified for the $500 cash incentive, and the other dealership didn't ask him or didn't even say anything about it. So that $500 was able to make the deal at the other dealership because the salesperson had IntellaCar and they had this information at their fingertips. So it was really really an eye-opener as far as making a deal. So it works out fantastic. I want to show you one thing about used cars. Keep in mind, you've got every pre-owned vehicle from the year 2000 to current. So let's say I want to look up a used vehicle. So I hit Selection, and then we'll take this little wheel, we'll turn it down to, let's say, 2003. You hit the Next button, And let's say we want to look at a Ford, and we want to look at a F-150, and we'll leave it on Harley Davidson. So click next. Once you're done with that, you hit done. There's the vehicle that appears. You hit vehicle presentation. Here's all the features on that vehicle as new. Everything that you might not know about that vehicle, and the customers, looking at it on the lot as far as used, and what do you share with them? How do you really show them the value and so on and so forth with this? This is a great way to do it. All the specs. If I click specs right here, it'll open that up as far as dimensions, width, horsepower, ground clearance, cargo size, options. Whoops. If I hit options, it'll show any options that were available for that specific truck, at that time. Now, here's what I like to do. I call these used car brochures. You can click actions, hit email, and this puts it into a professional format showing everything that's on the vehicle, interior, exterior, everything about it, along with a picture and, of course, your information right there. So you can send this to the customer as a pre-owned brochure that they're going to share with other people, but the bottom line is you just became different than the dealership down the road and showed them something or shared with them something that nobody else had. So let's go back for a second. I want to show you another thing that's really convenient. Click on compare vehicles. So the customer's in your showroom and he says, listen, I want to go down the street and check out a Z71 Chevy pickup that I saw as well. And you can say to the customer, hey, that's great, but you know what? I can show you side by side, and we can do some comparisons. So let's see, it was the same year. You said Z71, so Chevrolet. I can hit Silverado. And we'll say LT. Z71 was four-wheel drive, and we'll hit done. So, first of all, it shows you the advantages over the vehicle that you're comparing it to. So if you're looking at the Ford at your dealership, you want to pull the second vehicle up because it's going to show comparisons between the two. So the advantages are 95 more horsepower, 125 more foot-pounds of torque, full-size spare, performance tires, passenger impact, airbags, off switch, so on and so forth, running board standard versus available, and 3.1 inches greater leg room. So there's your advantages right away. Features side by side. I can click this feature button and I can show you the difference between the two, what's standard, what was available and not available, right down the line. Specs, same thing here. I can show you the fuel capacity between the two, from the brakes to the sound system to the steering wheel to anything you want to know about that vehicle. And again, this is very unique to IntellaCar. I can click on this information. I can click actions, and again, I can send this right to the customer. And here's the two trucks side by side. Now, a lot of people go, hey, if I send somebody this in an email, that's kind of like inviting them to leave, isn't it? Well, customers are there because they want to buy a vehicle. They looked at the vehicle, but what's going to convince them to buy from you? The more information you share with a customer, the greater the expectations and the better the experience that they've had at the dealership. So while you might think that, their thought process is, hey, this guy's sending me, sharing all this information. He's really cool, up to date, knows everything, him or her, and it's really a unique experience. This actually gives them or leans them towards the ability to buy right now from you at your dealership, wherever you might be. So don't think of this as an exit tool or hey, I got all this information, now I can go do some research or whatever. In most cases, this will help you determine or get the customer to buy right now at your dealership. So let's go back to the home screen again. We're going to go back to new vehicles. That's where we are. We can go in here as far as vehicle videos. We took a look at that. Delivery. I can show you different items and videos on how this sync works and so on and so forth. Walk-arounds, perhaps intro to service to show the service department, which is a really unique way to do that. They can click on here.
Welcome to the Jeff Weiler Honda service department for a great service experience. Our spotless service area features 30 service bays, manned with the greatest number of senior Honda technicians in the area, all dedicated to keep your Honda in top condition.
Glenn, hit that, hit done, and you're right back to that information. Dealer reviews, this is fantastic. We can go in here and click on continue. They can sign right into their Google account, give you 5 stars, write something nice about you and your dealership, and that's again helps you promote the store. Facebook, same thing. They can log into it from that point, and it works fantastic. So thanks again. We hope you enjoyed this overview of IntellaCar, and we look forward to helping you sell more cars.